Hello students, welcome back to online math class. So today's topic is simple equations. Okay, in this chapter you will be learning what is an equation, why do we need an equation, and how to set up an equation, and different methods of solving the equation and application of equations in the practical situations or in a day-to-day life. Okay, so please listen to this class carefully, because the framing of an equation or solving an equation is very important concept in your higher classes. Because if you are unable to frame the equation or if you are unable to solve the equation, then it's very difficult to solve any kind of problems in your further classes or in your higher classes. Okay, so please do not skip the video, watch the video carefully. Okay, let's begin the class. So to begin with, first you have to understand what is an equation. Okay, so in the previous class you learned what is an algebraic expression, right? So what is the algebraic expression? It is a mathematical expression containing variable, right? So if I write 2x plus 5, this is a mathematical expression, right? So it has a variable, it has numbers, it has a mathematical operator. So this is a algebraic expression. So when the algebraic expression is equated means equality symbol should be there, is equated to any other expression or a number or 0. I can write here either 0. So now this is also equation, or I can write another number 2x plus 5 is equals to 5, any number for that matter. Okay, 2x plus 5 is equals to 5, or I can write one more expression 2x plus 5 is equals to 3x minus 7. Okay, so on both the sides you should have a expression, or an expression can be equated to 0 or any other number. So this is called as equation, means any algebraic expression equated to any expression or value is called as equation. Means must and should, the equality symbol should be present in the expression. Okay, and in the equation one thing you have to observe. Okay, the left part of the equation or the left hand side of the equation is called as LHS, left hand side, and the right side part is called as RHS. RHS, right hand side. That means in an equation always LHS should be equal to RHS. Then only we call this as equation. Suppose see here, I will write 2 plus 3 is equals to 6. Is it true here? What is 2 plus 3? 5, right? So 2 plus 3 is not equal to 6. So I cannot write this as equation. Okay, so I can just write this 2 plus 3 is smaller than 6. Now this becomes a mathematical statement, not an equation. Equation means both the sides, means left hand side and right hand side, LHS and RHS should be equal. That means I can write 2 plus 3 is equals to 5, right? So 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. Both left hand side and right hand side are equal. Instead of 5, I can also write 1 plus 4, correct? So both the sides we have a mathematical expression, right? Now this becomes an equation, because here both LHS and RHS are balanced, means both the sides it should be equal values. This is about equation. Okay, now the question is, why do we need an equation? Correct? See here, yesterday in the algebraic expression class we learned how to find the value of an expression. Correct? Suppose if I say 4y plus 3, find the value of this expression if y is equals to 3. If this is the question, what you will do? You will substitute in place of y 3, right? So you will get 4 into 3 plus 3. 4 3s are 12 plus 3, you will get 15. Now you will say 4y plus 3, if y is equals to 3, then the value is 15. If I don't know this value, y is equals to 3, then how you will get the value of this expression? You will not get, right? If you don't know the value of this unknown variable, then you will not get the value of the expression. Yes, that is the reason we need an equation. To find out the unknown variable in the expression or in the equation, we need a equation. Okay. Moving on to the next topic, that is setting up of an equation. Now that we have understood what is an equation and why do we need an equation. We need equation because to find the unknown variable in the equation or to find the unknown quantity in the question, we need a equation, right? Now we will see how to set up the equation in the practical situations. For that we will see one example. Okay, so here is an example, that is Ravi buys 4 pens of same cost and a notebook which costs rupees 15. Okay, write an equation to show his purchase if the total cost is 55 rupees. So in order to set up an equation, the first thing you have to do is read the question and understand the question. If you are unable to understand the question, read the question twice or thrice until you understand the question. After reading the question, you have to convert the verbal statement into mathematical expression. Then you can see here, Ravi buys 4 pens of same cost. They have given same cost, but they did not mention what is the cost of this pen, right? So the cost of pen here is unknown. So if you have any unknown quantity, you can take a variable in that place. Okay, so I will take, let the cost of, I will take, let the cost of each pen be x rupees. You can take any variable. I am taking x as variable, x rupees. Okay, so let the cost of each pen be x rupees. So how many pens he has purchased? 4 pens. So the cost of 4 pens will be how much? The cost of 4 pens is equals to 4 into x will be 4x rupees. Correct? So 4 into x is 4x rupees. Now we got the cost of 4 pens as 4x. Then what he has purchased? A notebook. How much does it cost? 15 rupees. So cost of notebook is equals to 15 rupees. Correct? And what is the total cost he purchased? It is 55 rupees. So total cost was 55 rupees. Rupees 55. Total cost means what? The sum of cost of 4 pens and the sum of cost of notebook, right? So cost of 4 pens plus notebook is equals to how much? 55. So what was the cost of this 4 pens? 4x rupees. So in place of this I will write 4x plus, and what was the cost of notebook? It was 15 rupees. So here I will write 15 is equals to 55. So what is the equation here? 4x plus 15 is equals to 55 is the equation for the purchase of Ravi. This is how you frame a equation or set up an equation. Please understand this concept carefully. If you are unable to convert this verbal statement or the word statement into equation, then it is not possible to solve any problem in this chapter. Okay, so first step is you have to read the question, understand the question carefully and convert the question into the verbal statement. Okay, moving on to the next topic, that is how to solve an equation. So to solve an equation we have three methods. In that, first one is trial and error method, second one is balancing method and the third one is transposing method. So let us see one by one. Okay, first one is trial and error method. So in that we will take an example. So let us take an example. 3x is equals to 3x plus 1 is equals to 7. This is an equation. Let us see how to solve this equation by using trial and error method. Okay, so here trial and error means you have to assume the values of the unknown variable here. So here unknown variable is x. So if I consider if x is equals to 0, then you have to check whether left hand side LHS and RHS are equal or not. Okay, so if x is equals to 0, I will get 3 into 0 plus 1. Okay, LHS is 3 into 0 plus 1. You will get 3 into 0, 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. This is not equal to RHS, correct? RHS is how much? 7. We are not getting 7 here. So this is not possible. So x is equals to 0 is not the solution of the equation. I will check for x is equals to 1. So if x is equals to 1, let us see. LHS is equals to 3 into, in place of x I have to write 1 plus 1 is equals to 3 into 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. Is it equal to 7? No, right? So 4 is not equal to RHS. So x is equals to 1 is also not the solution of this equation. I will check for x is equals to 2. Okay. Now LHS is equals to 3 into, in place of x you have to write 2 plus 1. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 1, 7. So 7 is equals to 7. So which is equal to RHS. So if I take x is equals to 2, then the equation will be equal on both the sides, or the equation will be balanced, right? So x is equals to 2 is the solution of the equation. This is how you do the trial and error method. Okay, let us see the next method, that is balancing method. For the same equation I will do the balancing method. Okay, that is 3x plus 1 is equal to 7. So here you have to find out the unknown variable x. So before finding the unknown variable x, first you have to eliminate the remaining terms or the remaining values in the equation. So here I have plus 1. First I have to eliminate this plus 1. So if I want to remove the plus 1, I have to subtract 1 here, correct? So if I want to subtract 1 here, first I have to maintain the balance of the equation. If I want to maintain the balance of the equation, then I have to perform the same operations on both the sides. If I add a particular number, I should add it on both the sides. If I subtract a particular number, then I should subtract it on both the sides. If I divide something, I should do division on both the sides. If I multiply something, then I should do the multiply on both the sides. Okay, first now I don't want this plus 1. I have to remove this plus 1. So that what I will do, I will subtract 1 from both the sides. Okay, subtract 1 on both the sides. Okay. So I will get 3x plus 1. So I have to subtract 1, right? So minus 1 is equals to 7, and again here also I have to subtract 1. Subtract minus 1 on both the sides. Okay. So plus 1 minus 1 is 0, right? So I will get only 3x in the left side is equals to 7 minus 1 is 6. Correct? Now I want only the variable x here. I don't want this 3. So in 3x, if I want to eliminate 3, what I should do? I should divide 3, right? So if I am dividing 3 in the left side, I should do the division in right side also. Correct? So divide by 3 on both the sides. Okay. So you will get 3x divided by 3 is equals to 6 divided by 3. Okay. So 3 and 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3. Remaining here is x is equals to, here 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So here you will get 2. So the value of x is 2. Solution of the equation is 2, right? Here also same answer, you got x is equals to 2. This is the value of x is equals to 2. Okay. So this is how you do the balancing method. Transposing method. Okay. So in this method, let us see how to solve this equation. So while doing the transposing, you should perform certain operation. Okay. Transposing means what? Shifting or transferring one term to the other side or the other term to the next side. Okay. So while transposing, you should take care of these things. When positive term is transposed to the other side, then it becomes negative. Similarly, when a negative term is transferred to the other side, then it becomes positive. Okay. Similarly, when a product is shifted to the other side, then it becomes division, and when division is shifted to the other side, it becomes multiplication. These are the transposing signs. Okay. You have to take care of these signs. Okay. When a positive term is transferred or transposed to the other side, it becomes negative, and negative becomes positive. Similarly, the product and division, vice versa, it will change. Okay. Now we will see how to transpose here. Okay. First we have 3x plus 5 is equals to 32. So here which is the variable? X is the variable. This value you have to find out. So we have here plus 5 as a constant. So if you transpose this plus 5 to the other side, what do plus 5 becomes when it transfers to next side? It becomes minus 5, right? So you will get 3x plus 5 has transferred to right side, so you will remain only 3x is equals to 32 minus 5. Plus 5 become minus 5. Next, 3x is equals to 32 minus 5 is 27. Okay. Now I want the value of only x. I don't want this 3, right? So what I will do? I will transpose this 3 to right side. Okay. So 3 into x is there. So when into goes to the other side, it becomes divide, right? So you will get x is equals to 27 divided by 3. So you will get x is equals to 3 ones are 3, 3 nines are 27. So answer is 9. So x is equals to 9. X is equals to 9 is the solution of this equation. Once you can cross check your solution whether the solution is correct or not. How to cross check the solution? Substitute the value of x in the given equation. If both LHS and RHS are equal, then the solution you have found is correct. Okay. So we will verify. This is the way to do the verification. So LHS you have 3x plus 5, right? So what is the value of x you found here? 9. So substitute that 9 in x place. 3 into 9 plus 5. 3 9s are 27 plus 5. 27 plus 5, 32. So is this the RHS you have here? Yes. So both LHS and RHS are equal. Therefore, the solution you have found is correct. Okay. This is how you do the transposing method. Okay. Next we will see how to convert solution to equation. Here what you have done, equation to solution. Now we will do solution to equation. Okay. So this is solution to equation. So from solution to equation you can form n number of equations. Suppose take x is equals to 5. This is the solution. Okay. For this x is equals to 5, you can frame any number of equations, but you have to do certain operations here to form an equation. Okay. So first I will perform either any of the operation, either addition, division, subtraction, multiplication, anything I can perform here. First I will multiply 3 on both the sides. So what I will get? You can do anything, multiply 3 on both the sides. What you will get? 3 into x is 3x, 3 into 5 is 15. Okay. This solution got converted to 3x is equals to 15. Now I will perform one more operation. Add 2 on both the sides. You can take any number here. Okay. Add 2 on both sides. Okay. So I will get 3x plus 2 is equals to 15 plus 2 is 17. Okay. So x is equals to 5 is the solution, and the equation we got it 3x plus 2 is equals to 17. This way you can form from solution to equation. One more example we will see. Suppose I have p is equals to minus 3. Okay. For this we have to do the equation. Okay. Now I will divide minus 2 on both sides. What I will get here? P by minus 2 is equals to minus 3 by minus 2. So here minus minus gets cancelled. Remaining is minus p by 2 is equals to 3 by 2. Okay. Now I will add 5 on both the sides. What I will get? Minus p by 2 plus 5 is equals to 3 by 2 plus 5. So this is the solution and this is the equation. So this is how you do solution to equation. Okay. So this is solution to equation. This topic is application of simple equations in the day-to-day life problems. Okay. Now we will see one example for that. Okay. This is the day-to-day life problems in your regular school days. Okay. What is the problem here? The teacher tells the class that the highest marks obtained by a student is twice the lowest. Okay. Twice the lowest marks plus 7. Okay. And the highest score is 87. What is the lowest score? So you have to find out the lowest score. Means she has given a condition for highest score. Also she has given what is the highest score, and you have to find out the lowest score. So in the whole question, what is the unknown thing? Unknown thing is the lowest score. So whenever you have unknown quantity, you should assume it as any variable. Okay. So you can take any variable a, b, c, d, x, y, z, anything. I will take, let the lowest score, let the lowest score be p. Okay. Lowest score be p. What is the highest score given in the question? how much is there? Highest score is equals to 87, correct? And one condition is also given. Highest marks obtained by student is twice the lowest score. Twice the lowest score means 2 times of the lowest score is P, okay, plus 7. So plus 7 is equals to how much? 87. So this is a setting up of equation. In the beginning itself we learned this. So we have converted this verbal statement into equation. Okay, we have set up the equation now. Now if you solve this equation, you will get the unknown variable here. Which is the unknown variable here? P. If you get the unknown variable P, then you will get the lowest score. Okay, so now to solve this equation, you can use any of the 3 methods that we discussed earlier, that is trial and error method or balancing method or the transposing method. I will do it using transposing method. You can do it in any other method, whichever method you feel comfortable. Okay, so in transposing method, what you have to do? You have to transpose the terms, and while transposing, the terms changes to its opposite sign. So here plus 7 is there. On transposing it to other side, it will become minus 7. So you will get 2p is equals to 87 plus 7 will become minus 7. Okay, so 2p is equals to 87 minus 7 is 80. Okay, next you want only the variable p, you don't want the 2, right? So 2 into p is there. If it goes to right side, it will become divided, right? So p is equals to 80 divided by 2. So 2 ones are 2, 2 40s are 8. So p is equals to how much? 40. P means what? Lowest marks. Therefore, the lowest marks scored is how much? 40. Okay. So you can conclude your answer. The lowest score is 40. Okay. This is how you apply the simple equations in solving your daily life problems or practical situation problems. Okay. Hope everyone has understood today's class. If you have any doubts, you can just call me or text in the WhatsApp and clear your doubts. After watching this video, solve the worksheet sent today. Okay. And if you get any doubts, you just text me. Okay. Thank you.